Alright, so you will be asking me why am I on my desktop screen of my computer. Okay, well actually it's because I want to do a tutorial, because someone on Facebook asked me, I don't know, to make a tutorial of how to pose your objects. Okay, so this may sound like weird, or like no one should make tutorials like this, because I mean, I don't know if there's actually tutorials explaining how to pose your object OC, so I think I'm making one. So for who is this tutorial? Okay, so this tutorial is for the ones who is already starting on this community and they want to start using the BFDI assets, like the ones I have here in this file. This is a WinRAR file. See, this is where you have the stuff. Okay, so this tutorial is for the new people that is joining recently the community, and they don't know how to pose like accurately. I mean, I'm going to give some tips, because I don't consider me like using very well my own assets. So this is like only for beginners, not for the people that already know. So if you already know how to use the assets and you think you use them very well, don't watch this video. This video is not for you. This video is only for beginners, like I said before, because like so many people think wait. Okay, because some people think that still my how I pose my objects OCs, it's like weird. So okay, so let's get started. Okay, in order to get this file, okay, I uploaded to this link. Okay, so how are you going to get this? Okay, so this link will be I will provide this link on the description, so check the description. Okay, so you copy it and then go to your web browser and you have to paste the link here. Okay, so yeah, you ignore the ads and you go here and see where it says please wait 2 seconds, 1 second. Okay, when it says continue, click it. Click when it says continue and it's going to redirect to this site. It's simple like that. So then you just have to punch this button when it where it says descargar. Yeah, it's in Spanish for me, but I think it's going to be in English for you, so it's going to say like download or in another language that you have. I don't know. So you click here and there is automatically going to download it. I don't do this because I already have the file, so I don't need it. Okay, so once you have this file here, you go click right click and then you just extract the files. Okay, you just have to wait. You need to wait. Okay, so when it's already done, you can erase this file if you want though. And here you have this folder. In this folder you have four another folders. Okay, so this I compiled it from the official wiki. So why do you need this? I mean, if you don't have internet connection, and you want to make a post, you won't need to search the wiki, because obviously you don't have internet, so you will use this. Okay, so here are some backgrounds, you see, some body parts. Okay, so here's like the essential. Here are like some bodies. Here are the eyes, some limbs, and mouths. Then we have here some effects. I don't use this though. And here are some objects if you want to use them. Okay, so what are we going to put our focus on is on the body parts here, like here. Okay, so you're going to need PowerPoint. So you're going to like create a blank presentation like this. Okay, it doesn't charge. If you guys don't have PowerPoint, you can tell me and I can make like a separate tutorial of how to make these poses on like different softwares if you like. Okay, so let's wait until PowerPoint opens. Alright, it already opened here. So okay, so we're going to like have this screen. So what are we going to do is like make it clear like that. Just select it and erase it. Okay, so here are our files, and you're going to need like an asset. So I'm going to search an asset. So yeah, let me search for about it to use. Okay, so I do have here my asset of planter made by Karen Feather. So you can visit her channel, or you can visit her channel or her DeviantArt page if you want though. Okay, so here you will have your asset here, like here. So you will need your body parts. Yeah, your body parts here. Okay, so what are we going to do is like splitting these on parts. We first going to add eyes, then arms, and then legs. Okay, so we're going first on eyes. Okay, so here are the eyes. You see there are like a ton of gallery of eyes. I'm currently making on the process of making my own assets, so I don't need to use the BFDI ones. So but still I'm making them. I just going to use the BFDI one. So okay, so first off is the eyes. Which eyes you should use? Okay, so so which eyes you should use is it depends. First, on the pose you want to get, 2 on the motions you want to get, and 3 like the perspective. Okay, so I'm going to pose planter in 3 different ways. So I'm like going to copy and paste, like 3 different poses, but I'm doing them like in different pages of PowerPoint. So here where it says new diapositive, I don't know if your language what is going to say, so you can add like here more assets like that. So first I'm going to do one with being happy, then upset, and then angry. So I'm going to start one being like happiness, or I don't know about planting. So okay, so to emphasize happiness, I recommend you to use like these eyes. I close 36, 37. These ones. It also depends on of the mouth. You see. Okay, so I'm going to use please. Sorry. Okay, so first you need like to create an image on your mind of how do you think the eyes should be. Okay, so I'm going to use these ones because why not? Okay, so he's going to face the right. It depends. It also depends of where it's going to face his face. Did you understand, right? Okay, so if he's going to face the right, you need to use the eyes where this thing, I don't know if you can see this, that stuff is pointing like to the left of the eye. If you're going to make your pose like facing the left, you will have to use these ones. You see? And if it's going to be like facing you, the center, you can use these ones or these ones. Yeah. So I'm going to use. He's going to face the right, so I'm using offset I5 and offset 5/6. What a good thing of this is also that the eyelashes, because these eyes are in pairs. If you see, you see like I4 is if with offset 3 and like that. You need to use the pairs. You can use this one with this one, for example. You can't, because you can't. I mean, okay. So now we need the sizes of the eyes. Okay, so you have to select them and like to resize them like this, and they obviously need to fit on the asset like that. You have to make them like too little. If you want the measure of it is like 133 centimeters and 0.74 centimeters, like that. I mean, it's not too big and not too small. I mean, yeah, they are small, but not too small, and not too big. You get it, right? Okay, so now that eyes are done, we can move on mouths. So so since we're making a happy one, well, whoops. Okay, so we obviously are going to the one that represents smile, like this mouth. You can also use one of these that is on the files folder, but I don't recommend them. I mean, for some poses they are going to be useful for, but for other ones, like, no, don't use them. I'm going like to use the cool mouth. Yeah, no. Yeah, you will obviously need to taste or like to make some attempts, like which a smile fits on your OC. It also depends on of his personality, her personality. I don't know the gender of your OC, so let's assume I don't know though. These are from inanimate insanity. Oh my god. I don't know, because yeah, this part is like the most complicated. For me, at least, it's the most complicated. Which mouth is I'm going to use? I'm just going to go with this one. Okay, so now that you have the mouth, you are not going to leave it like that and done. No, you have to make it smaller, like that. But yeah, you have to make it more smaller, like that. Okay, so notice how this eye sorry, this mouth is like not too big and not too small. It has to be like proportional to the eyes. I mean, if the eyes are small, the mouth is going to be small as well. Not that small, but yeah, it has to be like so small, like the eyes. You can have it like so big. No, it has to be small, like that. Yeah. Well, okay. So Okay, so how I to pose my mouth is it's in the way that it's like not that smaller than the eyes, but they are small than the eyes. You got it, right? Tell me that you got it, because I don't know. And also, I have how do you say it? I also put my mouse like here or like here, but not here or here. I mean, also, oh my god. Also, when you use this mouse, you obviously need where are the tooths? They need to face where your OC is facing. So if he's facing the right, the tooths needs to face the right. You see, if it were like if he were facing the left, it's going to be like this. Wait, it could be like this. You see? You see the differences? You can use this mouth like in that way. Okay, I mean, you can if you're going to make this angry face, but in this case you can't do this, because no, you can't. So it's going to look uglier. Okay, like that. Once we have finished the eyes and mouth, we gotta move into the limbs. So we first are going to add the arms. If your object OC is armless, just skip this part, because it's not going to be useful for you. Okay, so this part is like another one of the complicated parts, for me at least. Okay, so you should imagine again which arm will fit for your object. It also depends again with her personality. I'm just going to make his arms like this. Are you going to see? Okay, so and again the arms are going to appear like too big, but again resize them and to be more smaller. Okay, in this case of plantain, you need to make like these limbs assets much smaller than this thing that he has, that is like his body. So which proportions does the arm has to have for the whole body? It needs to be like smaller, or at least like this, you know. It has to fit here from this eye slash from the mouth, like that. If he is facing the right, you need to put the arm in this cape, and the other arm, wait, let me add another arm, like I don't know, this one, because I don't know. You also need to make these arms like, they need to be the same size, you see. And no, if he's going to make this pose, you're obviously not going to make the thumb facing down. It has to face up, like that, you see. You get it? Please tell me you get it. Okay, so this arm, especially this arm, it's going to be offside, like down these capes. You see it? Please tell me you see it. And that's it. That's how you put the arms. Later on I'm going to explain it, how to pose with arms with another asset, because Plantain has these things and it doesn't allow they doesn't allow me to explain this very well. So let's move on to feet. Okay, so legs, these are pretty easy though. So since we're making like an easy, I recommend you to use the leg straight in this case, because since you're a beginner you can use the leg straight like that. But obviously again you're not going to leave it like that. You're going to obviously make it more smaller. What I do is make this straight closer like that. I'm making more like this, or that's what I do. And of course it doesn't seem okay. It doesn't seem like accurate. So copy and paste when when you think it's okay. Then oops. Then just select both, then just right click, and then you just have to click here, and boom, you have your pose. And yeah, how do you save it? So yeah, okay, so first let me explain the arms with another OC. Okay, so I'm going to explain again, but with another OC. I'm going to explain with tower, because why not? Not actually, I'm going to explain it with tower, this guy. Okay, if you guys don't know who tower is, tower is like tower, but is his brother. Just don't mind it. Okay, first his eyes, he has custom eyes, so you can skip this. So I'm going to skip this since, okay, so I'm going like to cut off and return it when I think there is a moment to explain again. Wait. So like I was explaining before, with the arms I'm going to make like a new different type of posing you can make with the limbs. Okay, so with the arms we're going to make something. Okay, so wait for it, don't leave, because I'm getting cringe and lame. Wait, yeah, I know. I don't know. Okay, so yeah, you will have like this question, which arm you should use, like every time you post, you're going to get this question, like which of these is like going to fit very well. Like every time you're going to post, it's going like to be this hell, because it's technically hell posing and OC. So yeah, so just make this, you know. Okay, sorry. Just get this arm like that. See how the proportions are very well. So okay, so I told you, if he's facing the right, the first arm on the left, it's going to be like this, like like the arm is going to be on front of the body, and the right arm is going to be like on the other side, like that. You see it? Please tell me you see it. Like that. And then you just need to add the legs. It's like that. So I told you, use the leg straight, like this, and like this, like this. Make sure they have technically the same size of the arms, and boom, there you are. Okay, so then, okay, so how to save your poses? Okay, when you first when you end a pose, okay, so when you end a pose, making a pose, you need to select them all from PowerPoint like this, then right click, then first this bottom and then this bottom, and then right click on the selection, select your OC, right click, and then save as an image. It's going to appear this window, and then you just save it where you want. Lantern pose example, and do the same with all your OCs you make, or the poses you make. Okay, now some recommendations. Okay, first, when you pose arms like this, don't make this, don't do this, just don't put the arm here or here, don't do that. I mean, okay, so we need like to make a proportion with the face and the halfway of the body. So the arm never has to end where the asset ends. You see what am I talking about? Here the arm isn't touching the end of the asset. In this case it is. So don't make this. And also the arms have to be like on the same, at the same height. If this arm is at this height, it also needs to be at this height, or at least the start of the arms. You see, in cases of splinter, you see like how it is like this and like that. So wait, I'm going to get some more examples of bad posings that I have. Wait. For example, if you have a small, wait for it. Okay, don't mind it. Okay, if you have like, okay, alright. Okay, if you, oh my gosh. Okay, I can see it like here. Wait for it. Okay, if you have a small object OC, and you can put like his arm or her arms like this, this pose, it's okay. And even if the arm is like going off of the asset like this, because I told you before that you can't make this or this But with a small objects like this router, you can make this, like you can, because it's going to look awful if you make the arm like more higher, like here. It's like proportions. I told you it's proportions. I can also make some tutorials of how to make poses like that. I don't know how to make a tutorial anyways. I don't know, I'm just getting dumb and lame here. Sorry. Another good example, it's hydrogen. Okay, so here's another example. Okay, so here I split it up. I know I told you before not to put the arm here, but it was like my times where I was cringe, so I shouldn't make like my poses like this, but it actually looks good. So don't make this, just do this like this. But I actually don't know though. You see what am I talking about? That I don't know how to make a tutorial. It was because of that. Okay, another good example. Okay, if you have an OC that doesn't have a mouth like my OC clipboard, just don't add it. The wallpaper. Okay, so I made the same thing wrong with clipboard. Excuse me. Sorry. Okay, another good example of a small objects is like Nakatamal. Actually, Nakatamal is not my OC anymore, but still. But okay, so I remember where I told you where that the two arms need to be like in different layers. One needs to be on front of the body, and the other one needs to be like in the back of the body. So if the both arms are on the same layer, like if the two of them are on this, like are on the front, and you have this expression like that, don't make this. Okay, so in order to make this better, the right hand, like this one, you should put it more like here, and just getting it like on the back of the OC. I don't know. Obviously there are like some excuses, like let me search it, wait for it. I have some, wait, let me search it, like this one, wait, like this one. This pose is like it looks good because the arms are representing like he's touching his stomach or something, or like he's suffering, or I don't know. In those cases, they can get well. You know what am I talking about? Okay. In this, oh my fucking god. Okay, so in this pose example, like this is a really bad pose example, but by the way. Okay, so the arms here are representing, when you put your arms on the back on your shoulder, so you can make this expression if you want. So but this pose explanation is like really bad for me, because it's a really old post I made for a camp that I'm not going to tell you what was, because I know you guys will know which camp I made this for. And same with this pose, like he's touching his left arm with his right arm. I have one more better one. No, I don't have a better one, but yeah. Okay, don't mind this. Okay, so I think that's it for this tutorial. I don't know how to make tutorials, by the way. More if they're on a language I don't speak, like always. This was a hard challenge for me. So if I explain something wrong, or do you think I did something wrong for you, or you didn't understand, you can always put it on the comments section, and I'm going to read them, and I'm going to read your comments and make another tutorial for you to understand. So if you didn't understand with this tutorial, I always can make another one. Maybe I can make a live stream explaining. So Okay, again, this is for beginners, not for the ones that already know how to post. I'm just giving here like some examples and some tips, because I usually don't post very well, but never mind. Just I hope you understood something, and yeah, I just wasted 30 minutes of my life, so yeah, thank you, and see you next time. Oh my god.